Sup, everybody, and thanks for watching the ACG Gaming News Bits. Just when you think you've seen everything, well, something comes along and completely surprises you. I want to know what you guys think about Final Fantasy XIV's amazing news in the last couple days. The game actually sold out of digital keys for newcomers on their official store. Also has congested servers for every single server. Now, some of this stuff happened over the weekend. There has been reports that people have been able to get digital keys as of now, but that does indicate just how much the popularity of Final Fantasy XIV has grown, meaning the more people coming in, though, the more backup is going to actually be created whenever anybody wants to jump in. And that's not including the demo in this title that lets you play a huge chunk of the MMO. The original report came over the weekend. Polydopamine, a user on Reddit, posted the actual store was out of keys. This is something that we have seen occasionally in other titles where they run out of digital keys, but I am certain the Final Fantasy XIV's developers, publisher Square Enix, absolutely did not want that to happen, because popular streamer Asmongold, he's streamed WoW for years. He has a huge following, and he made his first character and streamed it on the Final Fantasy servers. He was watched by more than 200,000 people at any one time. While Final Fantasy has had its key issues before, as I said, on some of these launches, this is a title that's been around since 2013. It failed and was rebuilt. It's got Heavensward, it's got Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and now Endwalker expansions. It is a massive title. As well as the congestion, it's stunning to just see this kind of growth for an MMO with this much content already. Even with the heavy roll-off that we're going to see from people who decide to not play this game, move elsewhere, or perhaps he decides to go back to WoW, you will still have a much busier world from now on in that game, and you will be able to see just how much people can affect a single title. The game does have a monthly subscription service. It's one of the very few that does, so even after buying the game, you actually have to pay a monthly subscription service. I do wonder what it'll be like, though, for some of these huge rolling streamers hitting up smaller MMOs that are still going, and what that would do and how that would explode their numbers, and see if perhaps some of these, especially just like Final Fantasy with a lot of content behind it, how that will end up impacting them. Endwalker is very close, seems to be one of the most anticipated Final Fantasy XIV expansions yet. This isn't just the fall of the allfather of the great MMOs. Wow, it's the slow decline after decades. It's also the rise of another one that, for all intents and purposes, is not the new kid on the block. It's its own middle-aged god of MMOs with a ton of content behind it. Hell, it's getting its own real-life cookbook. I think once that happens, you pretty much know you have made it. Lastly, if you do get the free demo, please be aware, if you buy expansions because, say, you like the free demo, that actually kills the free demo timer. That's something that I actually just found out from some people on Twitter when I was talking about this. This game's so big that I actually had a bunch of Discord people asking for a patron Discord specifically set up for text and speech channels so that all the people in the Discord can play together and explore. I am excited for this. I love to see this. Phenomenal. This is a title that's been around forever and has a huge new growing as of just in the last year. You can see some numbers I've posted here. A little selfishly, though, I'd love to have like Secret World and DC Universe Online, Neverwinter, even though I know a lot of people don't like Neverwinter. I would love to see huge streamers go in there and see how those end up exploding. Just think of some of those smaller MMOs and the explosions that they can see that aren't tied into brand new stuff. Like, let's say, Crowfall being released. People come in and then they decide, we don't like it, and they all leave, and you have a dead MMO. But these MMOs that have been going, they've been releasing content continually, but they haven't ended up having the largest overall server population. This would be so awesome to see some of these guys hit those. What's a little less exciting and a little snippet of data I'm going to talk about just for a second, and that's the fact that technically we may have actually seen the last of the Judgment series. So I don't know if you guys know this. The new Judgment is coming out. This, of course, is the offshoot of the Yakuza series, and Yakuza has gone towards the turn-based, and you've got Judgment, the original, coming out, and then you've got Lost Judgment coming out later this fall. Unfortunately, it sounds like the PR company that handles the major talent that works on Judgment has decided to step away. They can't come into agreement with the publishers here and the use of the various different ways in which they want to use their idol, their celebrity, and they haven't agreed, and it sounds like it's going away. If that is what happens, that means Lost Judgment will be the last of the series with the real-time combat, and to me, that is one of the huge hits that we may see in gaming. I love Judgment. I think it's one of the greatest titles from that company. It's super enjoyable. I love the character, I love the story, and I like the real-time combat even a little bit more than the turn-based that Yakuza has gone to. While this was leaked by an insider, I guess this insider has actually had some cred in the past with other different leaks about the different things that go on there with the celebrity and the idol status. It's so crazy, and their agencies are nuts. I don't know if you guys know this, but in the past, it used to be AAA movie stars would not do commercials for RTV. It was a big no-no, and you would go to Japan to do that. You would go to other nations. So you'd see Arnold Schwarzenegger selling cheese in Japan, that kind of thing. Only in the last 10, 15 years has it changed to where you see Matthew McConaughey rolling a booger inside of a Lexus or whatever the fuck he's selling. I think it's a Lincoln. But those kind of things that we have, it's still in Japan. It's still ingrained there. They have a weird issue with their celebrities, that status, and how they want to control it. And it's all really for the PR company themselves. It doesn't seem at all like it's in any way, shape, or form actually based on the stars, where here it was always the thought process of, hey, we don't want somebody thinking that this guy's using a Motorola. We want to pretend our AAA stars are using something that like nobody has. And only in the last couple of years has that switched. Stay tuned for that. Man, I hope it's not true. Anyway, that's it for me. ACG News Bits. Less than 10 minutes because, hey, you know what? I don't give a crap about the ads. Peace out. If you like it, subscribe. Check out the Patreon. Check out Final Fantasy. ASMR Beard. Karak out.